What women don't understand is that men respect in a woman not her feminine side. That's what we're attracted to. Men respect the masculine. And let me tell you why. When a woman embraces her masculine, and people will sense a freedom emanating from her, she will become unrepressed and authentic, which will inspire people to like them because they feel so repressed and so inauthentic on the inside. And as a woman, that inner masculine will cause other women to admire you, will cause some women to hate on you, yes, but more women will admire you than the opposite. And men will react to that with attraction and respect. Why? Because we are all born complete when we first come out the womb. Women, when you really pay attention to little girls are very willful creatures. And that's why they love transforming their environment. Boys, on the other hand, if you observe a boy, boys are naturally more emotional and experience a wide range of emotion when they're kids. But the expectations as we grow up from our parents and society tamp down this diversity in individuals. Girls have to sacrifice their assertiveness because it's not girl-like, right? And men have to sacrifice their empathy to conform to gender roles. So your task as a woman is to free yourself from the rigidity that gender roles places upon you, and explore the power that comes in exploring your more masculine side, or explore the mid-ranges of your personality, because most people either identify with the extreme. Let's find that mid-range. So that means if you're somebody that's naturally soft, if you're somebody that naturally stays quiet and submissive, turn sorry about that, people. If you're naturally somebody who is assertive, turn more to your soft side. But then if you're naturally someone who is not assertive, practice being more assertive and more confrontational. Train yourself to respond in different ways. If you normally attack, defend, and vice versa. Why? Because practicing the opposite side of your personality will give your character and your personality more flavor. And men will admire that. Let me tell you something. Men don't admire hyper femininity. And in today's world, it's filled with women with fake femininity. And what I call fake femininity is this: femininity without a natural counterbalancing masculine. Without that masculine, it's like an equation without a denominator. It's like a person, it's like going into battle without your shield. You have you know what to do, which is the feminine, but you don't have the tip of the sword. You don't have that shield to defend yourself, which is the masculine. And so the impression that you guys give to men, whenever you're hyper feminine, whenever you're trying to show them how feminine you are and stuff like that, what you're really showing them is a flattened image of you. You're not showing the three-dimensionality of who you are, because the masculine or the opposite sex is the contours of your personality. It's what gives it shape. It's very obvious you're a woman, so it's no big deal. What we don't expect is a masculine edge mixed in with the feminine. And why is that? Well, because most people just don't do that. Most people don't have this understanding. What you want to be able to do is become aware of the repressed, undeveloped parts of your character that are masculine and feminine. And usually the repressed, underdeveloped parts are the things that you originally were born with: assertiveness, a sense of wanting to do things, a sense of exploration. If you really pay attention to kids have an aggressive side. And that aggressive side comes in them being able to tell you the truth, comes in them being forcefully exploratory. In other words, when you put a kid in the middle of nowhere, that motherfucker will start exploring places and get eaten by a bear if you don't stop him. Kids naturally explore. Kids pick shit up and slam it. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? And then they touch this and then they touch that. You're like, hey, little Bob the baby, calm the fuck down. There's an assertive energy to kids. And if you say no to the kid, what is he gonna do? I don't wanna, I wanna do this, I wanna do them. There's like an assertive energy. Then as you start doing that, your parents start to tamp that down. Start saying, don't act that way. That's not girl-like. And now this assertive energy gets tamped down. You feel ashamed. And so this part of you over time gets drummed out of you. But it's never really gone. It's still there. It's just operating on the inside and attacking you. And it's manifesting itself through a hyper feminine front. So you want to be able to notice glimpses of this in your relationships with the opposite sex. The desire of assertiveness you wish in a man is something you wish to have for yourself. So what will happen is that because you are not developing your assertiveness, you're going to start to project it onto other people, right? How? Well, there's a projecting mechanism that happens whenever you repress a part of your personality. If you think you don't project, then that means it means it's impossible for you to fall in love, because every time you fall in love, it's really a projection, right? You need to know how to withdraw your projections so that you could understand them for who they are. You can do this by becoming aware of your own patterns and the type of qualities you project out onto other people, right? So if you are not aware of how your desire for a man's man, a desire for an aggressive, masculine man, if you're not aware of the source of this projection, what tends to happen is that you tend to get with people who make up for your flaws. But this making up of your flaws tends to be manifested in exaggerated proportions. So to the level of how much you are repressing your masculine is how much you're going to be attracted to a masculine. In other words, if you are 100% repressing your masculine side, what's going to happen is that you're going to be attracted to hyper controlling men. And this attraction is going to be experienced as an attraction. But if you really look underneath the surface, what you're gonna you're gonna literally see a screen and an empty wall, and you're gonna start seeing a projection. This attraction to these hyper masculine men will naturally go away or come down to a realistic level by you asserting and becoming the person you want to be with. In other words, rather than you develop your assertive energy, you rather become attracted to people who are hyper assertive, because it makes up for your lack of assertiveness. So you got to find someone who not only has some assertiveness, but has enough to make up for your own. Develop your own assertiveness. Tap into it. Tap into that aggressive energy. And you're going to be naturally attracted to men who have less assertive energy, a type of assertive energy that's balanced with feminine, not too exaggerated, not too hyper masculine. The desire for an assertive man is something you wish to have yourself. Just like a man desiring a caring woman is a reflection of your lack of femininity within yourself. What you are doing is integrating the underdeveloped parts of your character. So get out of this mindset that maybe they don't love me because I'm not feminine enough. Reverse your perspective. Maybe they don't like you enough because you are too freaking feminine. It is boring. A little bit of masculinity gives a woman an edge, gives a woman character, gives a woman a uniqueness about her, because so few women are genuinely focusing on developing their inner masculine as a way to counterbalance the feminine. And what happens when you have just too much femininity, you just look weak. Honestly, you look weak, you come across as incompetent, and people will promote a woman who have more masculine energy than a woman with too much feminine energy. It just comes across as too easy to manipulate. And at the end of the day, it's not genuine. If you look at yourself genuinely, and there is no clear visual and behavioral masculine energy that people can see and sense within a minute or within 10 minutes of knowing you, if there is no trait in that, you're not being genuine, you're not being yourself. And a man cannot respect that. A man can only respect and bow down to other masculinity. A man will look at you at eye level if they can sense some masculinity within you. But a man cannot look at you at an eye level if the only thing they sense is ditsy bitsy freaking butterfly flying, Teletubby walking, feminine energy. That you're just gonna get objectified. It's very difficult for a man to objectify a woman who has masculine energy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because even though I know you look bad as fuck, I can still joke around with you. I can still laugh. I can still say that joke. I can still kick it with you. Despite how sexy, god damn, you are. I can't just find you attractive, man. I have to relate to you. And men relate to masculinity. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Men relate to masculinity and women relate to femininity. I get it. But if you want to get that respect, if you want to be different, if you want to be that woman that a man says she is different, you don't have to learn how to do a double backflip or spinner Rooney or cartwheel or monkey double backflips. You don't need to know none of that shit. Learn to fix a car. Learn to fucking shoot a jump shot. Learn to box. Learn to do that masculine thing. Have some masculine traits about you, and I can promise you, you're going to be way cooler than any girl. Way cooler than any woman. Way cooler than any granny. Because people relate to that. In the business world, your femininity will completely sabotage you. Your masculinity will take you to the heights of power. In the dating world, your femininity will attract a guy. But your femininity is but your hyper femininity is what's going to cause them to look down and say, yo, this woman's weak. It's your masculinity that will put him in his place. That will make him double guess trying to play you. Now, like I always say, I don't want a bunch of Terminators out there walking around, time traveling and bringing destruction. No. We're asking just for a little hint, a little sprinkle of masculinity. All right? Anyways, this is something that I am talking about in my course, The Feminine Woman. By tomorrow, I should be finished with a certain section of the course. Anyways, but it's a really great course. You guys should purchase it if you haven't. We're releasing the videos, and obviously there's delays, but Father Alex does not scam his subscribers. Okay, and if you guys want to join, once you become the course, you guys can then. What was I gonna say? You guys can then become part of the WhatsApp group where I send you guys updates about the videos that I am making. Okay, so yeah, man. If it's kind of cool because by joining the WhatsApp group, you guys can make suggestions. Like somebody suggested me about making a section about developing a sense of purpose. So I'm actually gonna do that because even though I thought I made a few videos about that, I'm gonna put it to that course because I think it fits that course. So yeah, man, just join or else I'm just gonna have to close the channel. Okay, all right, bye bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15, 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.